Hey guys, Dave Hathaway, and it is another deal day this week. This is where we check out a new property in a new market to see if it makes sense as an investment. By doing this, we discover new markets, build repetition, and become better investors. So let's get to it. This week, we are going to look at Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And the address that we're looking at today is 862 North Market Street, Lancaster, PA 17603. We always look at the overall market first just to make sure it's healthy enough to invest in. So the overall market of Lancaster County, PA has a population of 563,000 people, and it grew at 0.6%. The job growth in the area of Lancaster was 1.4%. Unemployment was 3.2%. The average household income was $95,000, and the median sales price there was $325,000. So all of those things show a healthy market. One thing I did note while looking at that is that the average days on market for a house in Lancaster, PA is 6 days. That is sizzling. So it is a hot market right now. Next, let's move on to the Google Street View test. This is where we look at the Google Street View on Google Maps. If you look at this property, the neighborhood looks fine. The odd thing is it is on an alleyway, but it's right next to a park, and the two major streets are nice if you look at the houses, you look at the row homes. So I don't know how I would put this one way or the other. It definitely passes the Google Street View test. And I don't know if it might be more advantageous to be on an alley because it's not a through street and it's right next to the park, which is on the alley. So I actually think it might be a benefit to be on the alley. It passes the Google Street View test. Next, we move on to the listing. So this property is listed for $114,000. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom townhouse, and it has 1,071 square feet. If you're looking at all the pictures, you can tell it does need rehab. That's why it's listed at that price. The rehab budget, I would put it in between a medium and a full gut. So it's kind of a hefty rehab. I'd put it somewhere right around $44,000. My suggestions are immediately redoing that front fence. That looks disgusting. It's got a great side yard. Extend the downspout away from the house. That's always a problem with water. Redo the entire kitchen. Put in white shaker cabinets because it's a small property. Add granite countertops. Add stainless steel appliances. Replace all flooring, probably with a LVP, and painting the property. It pretty much needs the works. Zillow says that this property can rent for $1,694. I think that's kind of high looking at comps in the area. I'd be a little bit more conservative, somewhere around $1,600. But with the if you're doing a major renovation, you should be able to get $1,600, probably a little bit more. Comps in the area, we have a great comp because the one next door just sold in July, a month ago, and that sold for $140. Zillow says that this comp is at $168. So it is off a bit. I'd say the property that sold next door was not in the greatest condition. Still isn't in the greatest condition, even though they did do some upgrades. They just did them poorly. So I'd say that Zillow's 168 is probably accurate. And that a really nice remodel could probably get 168, maybe a little bit more. So moving on to the analyzer with all those specs in there, it shows that cash flow would be at 7.56% cash on cash return. And if you got a mortgage, it'd be 5.4%. So I don't love those, but they are positive. So that is a good thing. And if you look over at the appreciation on the right-hand side, it does look decent. If you wanted to do this as a long-term rental, what I do, and I'll show you what the analyzer looks like, is I'd actually come in with a lower offer. I'd come in with an $85,000, maybe even an $80,000 offer. And what that does to the cash on cash return is that turns that into 9.26% and 11.94% return if you are levered or have a mortgage. And then if you look over at appreciation, just at the lowest appreciation level of 1% a year, it bumps up to almost a 16% return. So I actually would give it a thumbs up there. So market gets thumbs up, property with the right offer gets thumbs up, but at listing price gets a thumbs down. If you like this content, if you could smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Each week we're trying to help investors become better investors. And if you're investing in Lancaster, PA, or you have invested in Lancaster, PA, throw it in the comments down below. Let us know what house you purchased, what numbers you're looking at. I'll see you guys in another deal day next week.